AG, going on to the third and final compressor booster trailer. Again, an Ingersoll Rand HR 2.5 1250 CFM 350 PSI air end. As far as I know, and I can look up the specs, we have serial numbers and stuff for some of this in the office or on our website. I probably offered them to you before. Caterpillar 3412 diesel engine, twin turbocharged, coolers. This is the one that had the Joy Gardner Denver air end, which we sold to Yemen. So this one's going to be, and it's closest to the front row, so this is probably going to be the easiest one for you to get a good deal on, except it is an HR 2.5 1250 CFM 350 PSI Ingersoll Rand, which is worth more than that low pressure air end was that we looked at first on the first one. But they can use the money, so make them at least a reasonable offer, AG. Let's not do scrap prices. That's just wasting everybody's time. You know, we know he'd like to have 65,000, and I can send you actually the prices he's asking for real, and the specs that our guys got before when they had one or two of these running. I don't think they had all three running. I'm not sure though, so I'll try to send you what I have on them. HR 2.5 Ingersoll Rand 1250 350 air end. And again, the massive cooler, the massive trailer. Let's see some offers, AG. I'm talking about using the Solairs. The Solairs that we have with the Detroits to fill container number 4. But hey, maybe you use some of this stuff to fill container number 4 instead. It's not a bad little package if you just look at the engine and the compressor, which the compressor's behind that massive control panel. Obviously, you'd want to put a smaller control panel on and a reasonably sized cooler. Although this cooler could be made smaller. It's like a big fan in there and stuff. Yeah. And then we can scrap the trailers, or we can sell, well, probably we won't scrap them. We'll probably sell the trailers at an auction if you buy the compressors and air ends off of them. Or it's up to you, AG. You can make Alex an offer for everything as is, where is, and pay us the freight to pay us the labor to separate everything. I'd rather you buy it from Alex removed. That way we can just bill him the labor, because it is going to be expensive to disassemble, especially if we're taking boosters and or coolers off. If you say just take the engines and compressors off, you know, I think our guys will be able to do that for including the equipment, including the labor, probably for, you know, $2,000 per trailer. And then and then we'd keep the trailer, the cooler, well, and the booster, or Alex would keep it. So if you're interested, AG, here's my advice. Make Alex a reasonable offer for all three of them together. You could start at like $50,000 for all three together. You're taking everything except for the coolers, the trailers, and the boosters. Everything reasonable. I mean, obviously we're not going to hack toolboxes and weird piping and stuff off. Basically, you'd be getting 3 compressors, 2 of them high pressure, 1 of them low pressure, and 3 Caterpillar 3412 engines. I think, AG, if you offer Alex $50,000 for all that stuff together, I think you can buy it. And I'll put a condition report together, and hey, maybe you'll be able to buy it cheaper than that. I don't know. Maybe you'll be able to say, hey, I need the 2 aerial booster ends included. Maybe. I'll let you do the negotiating. It's not my it's gonna be yours. Here, this is the one that ran. The number 2 is the one that ran, which we have marked as number 3. And that one had aerial booster and compressor. Low pressure did not necessarily run. And the third one, which I was calling number 3, but it's marked number 2, but in my video it was the third video, it's actually part of this video, does not say that it runs. But the second one that I was calling the second one, that's marked 3, shows it did run when the guys got it in. It's been quite a few years. And the first one, which is marked number 12, but I called number 1 in the video, doesn't say anything either, but I did notice number 1 has some controls here. Yeah. Go for it, AG. Get them bought. Good luck.